The following controversial presentation will reveal the biggest mistake the health industry has ever made. A mistake whose consequences are still suffered by us today, even though almost 40 years have passed. It will also reveal the breakthrough fat loss method that has been kept underground for over 90 years ever since it was discovered in the 1920s. Hi, I am Tristan, and that is my wife Jessica and my 3-year-old daughter Trish. I am a certified nutrition expert. I coach clients for weight loss, physique, and healthy lifestyle goals. I have a somewhat unusual story to tell you today. It is the story of how Darren, a 40-year-old out-of-shape man who was severely overweight and suffering from diabetes and high blood pressure, mysteriously lost 197 pounds and eventually saved his life. Yep, you heard me right, 197 pounds. Taking him from this to this, without any surgery, pills, exercise, or fasting, transforming his health and adding years to his life expectancy. This is the story of a man who not only lost chunks of fat from his body, but also reversed his severe health conditions like diabetes and high blood pressure, and miraculously creating a youthful surge of energy in his body, propelling his life-saving transformation of losing 197 pounds and keeping it off. And you will be shocked to learn why you are finding it so much difficult to lose weight, even though you have tried everything. More importantly, you'll see a simple, easy-to-implement, and somewhat unusual strategy to vanquish unwanted body fat from your body, starting from today. You'll also see how this strategy will enable you to continue eating some of the foods you crave most, but still experience a slimmer body, just like Darren. Plus, you'll also learn which common foods touted as healthy for 40 years are actually making you gain more weight and killing you in the process without you even knowing it. Now, I totally get it. If you think you've heard and tried it all when it comes to dieting and weight loss, but I completely guarantee you've never seen anything like this before, so just keep watching. You see, doctors told Darren that if he did not lose weight soon, his situation will deteriorate even further. At that time, he was already taking in 2 oral diabetic medications and just started shooting insulin. Doctors said he will have to keep pumping insulin into his body for the rest of his life. And in order to reverse this potentially life-threatening condition, he will have to lose weight substantially. By that time, he had tried everything: dieting, fasting, exercise, drinking lots of water, medication, whatnot. But the breakthrough came from an unlikely source at one of the top universities of North Carolina that changed his life forever. And in the next 10 minutes, you will also find out some vicious misconceptions going around about the anatomy of fat loss that are not only hindering your weight loss efforts, but even worse, giving you the early signs of heart disease and diabetes right now without you ever knowing it. Misconceptions such as why taking a high-carb diet is not one of the fastest ways to make you overweight, diabetic, and prone to heart diseases, leading you towards a premature death. Also, how high-carb diet practically guarantees that you will keep gaining weight even if you work out 5, 6, or 7 times a week. Why exercise is not the key to weight loss, and how doing more exercise actually makes you fatter in the long run. Why an ingredient that is the key to weight loss has been lashed at as nothing but causing obesity and clogged arteries for more than 40 years. And if you stick with me till the very end of this short video, which might not be up for long, you will be able to transform your life starting from today. So be sure to handle this page with care, because one accidental click could mean missing out on vital information that could save your life, like it did for Darren's case. You are about to discover the exact fat melting system that can rapidly melt away chunks of fat off your body and keep it off for good. You will start to look, feel, and be healthier than ever before, dramatically increasing your vitality, boosting your energy and sex drive to optimal levels. This method will help you improve your major health conditions like diabetes, high blood pressure, and inflammation, just as it did for Darren's case. The unusual system I'm about to share with you is so simple, so easy to implement, and so powerful that it will probably sound almost unbelievable when you first hear about it. This weight-destroying method will deliver you a total body changeover without any supplements, sweaty workouts, or overpriced ineffective weight loss pills. And it doesn't require any motivational rituals to do it. It will work on people of any weight, any body shape, any body type. With this unusual method, you will suddenly look and feel 10 times healthier than you have ever been. Even in the next few weeks, the results you will see in the mirror are going to be indisputable. You will likely wonder how something like this got past you all these years. To be quite honest, I felt the exact same way when I was first told about the incredible scientific breakthrough about a fat-burning cycle deep inside the human anatomy, that most of the Westerners, Europeans, and Australians were unaware of. At first, I thought it was a bunch of BS, filled with lots of false claims, but it felt unreal observing the rapid body transformations of successful people who tried this method. From being exceedingly obese to being fit and lean, learning about Darren's body transforming as it did, and learning the amazing body transformation stories of the patients of Dr. Westman of the Duke Lifestyle Medicine Clinic at Duke University, North Carolina, some of which stories are unbelievable and completely unheard of. I was absolutely convinced that what I'm about to share with you will give you the lean, healthy physique and confidence that you might have had once but lost decades ago. That is exactly what happened for Jan in Florida, who lost 25 pounds in his first month and eventually lost 143 pounds in 1 year. At 353 pounds, he had a really hard life. He felt tired all the time, always hungry, could not exercise or go to the gym. He had a very hard time finding the right size that fit. And Marie from Texas, who lost 66 pounds in 2 months. She had extreme sugar cravings and would pick a fight with her husband for candy. But this method helped her control her sugar cravings as her fat started to melt away. Or even Derek from Sydney, Australia, who lost 43 pounds and several inches in a very short period of time. He was shocked to discover that he has dropped from a size 5XL to 7XL to just a size XL. Ben Holcomb from Denver, who is 28 now, lost 15 pounds in 30 days. His life was all work and no social life. He had problems talking to people and building relationships. By embracing this method, he has lost 115 pounds in a year. He became much healthier with less inflammation and better skin complexion. Fatima from California lost 50 pounds in a very short period. She wrote, "Hi Tristan, I want to thank you for your great presentation. It was amazing, and especially the last part was a real eye-opener for me. Earlier, my doctor said that I was 65 pounds overweight and my blood pressure was very high. I was really depressed and thought there was no hope. When I saw your video, I was skeptical at first, but when you explained the science behind the technique, I figured I would give it a try. Thank God I did. It has been only 65 days and I have lost 50 pounds already. Even more incredible is that my blood pressure and depressions are gone. This method is amazing, and I am grateful that you shared. Thanks, Fatima." Those are just a few of hundreds of success stories of people who lost weight following this method, and I will reveal more in a minute. Like I mentioned before, I am Tristan, a certified nutrition expert. I earned my bachelor's degree in nutrition science from the University of California, Santa Cruz. I now work as an entrepreneur, exporting and wholesaling high-end organic foods and herbs. I coach clients for weight loss, physique, and healthy lifestyle goals. I'm also a writer on human health and nutrition. Yes, I have many success stories with clients who live in 116 countries around the world. But it is Darren's story that amazed and inspired me the most. This radical transformation of Darren, a 40-year-old out-of-shape man, is pretty incredible. It amazed me still this day how he was able to lose so much weight without surgery, pills, or a starvation diet. What's more amazing is that he did not resort to any exercise regimes either, and he did not even give up his food crave. He kept eating foods till he was completely full, yet his body experienced miraculous fat loss. I started to study Darren's case. Soon I realized why he was not losing weight before resorting to this method, even after trying everything. Let me ask you some questions first. Are the following things happening to you right now? Your pot belly poking out of your shirt, your energy level getting lower and lower, your sex drive falling away, people think your children are your grandchildren, you feel too lazy to work out, you feel too tired after work even to run on the treadmill, and you keep on gaining more and more weight even after trying all the weight loss programs available in the market. Listen to me closely now, because this is going to blow your mind. Here is the real truth. Your body isn't a machine. Now I know right now you may be saying, well duh, I know that. But bear with me for a second here. Your body isn't a machine. However, almost all trainers and nutritionists design workout and diet programs as if your body were a machine. Here is what I mean. These programs are set up where you have to do the same thing, eat the same stuff, do the same workouts day in and day out. And that's just not the way to get natural results. Don't get me wrong, those robot programs can work for a short time, but they are so out of tune with your body's natural cycles that they can never work for long. That's why crash workout programs and yo-yo dieting work for a little while, but then you put all that weight you lost back on. Your body goes into survival mode, whereby it hangs on to the few calories available and converts them to fat because you deprive yourself of all proper nutrition. You see, the meals suggested by many of the popular diet programs consist of tiny, frozen, and tasteless bits. They do not provide you with adequate nutrition. Most of these are so small that you always feel hungry and cannot fight the urge to eat, and you eventually gain the weight back. You see, your body, like everything made by nature, has various cycles. You can even feel the cycles in you. During the day, you wake up and have energy. Then you feel tired in the afternoon after lunch. Then you get a burst of energy when you get home around 6. Then you feel tired again and go to bed. Listen, this is totally normal. But think about it. How could those other programs have helped you lose weight and get the body you want if they didn't take that into consideration? Do you really think Mother Nature wants you to run for an hour a day at the same pace every single day? Do you really think Mother Nature wants you to eat the same bland, boring food each day? That's why it's not your fault those other programs haven't worked. They weren't natural and set you up for failure. Now this is one of the problems you are currently facing with your weight loss efforts, and you can fix it. But that's not the only problem. After learning about the amazing fat loss story of Darren, I started to study the method Darren followed. I started to cross-validate the method from other sources. Soon, I found the remarkable success stories of the patients of Dr. Westman of the Duke Lifestyle Medicine Clinic at Duke University, North Carolina. I was shocked to learn about the unusual approach that worked for them. Eating more fat to lose fat. Now hold on a second, did I say eating more fat to lose fat? Yes, I did. Eating more fat generates more ketones in the body, and these ketones are the key to melting away unwanted fat and keeping them off for good. The effectiveness of ketones to melt off fat has been proven time and time again through medical researches. But these findings somehow got buried under the rock and did not reach the real-life sufferers of obesity. The reason why any man or woman who is not losing weight in their 30s, 40s, 50s, or even 60s is because their bodies are using glucose from carbs as the main source of energy. And these carbs, whether from sugar, bread, fruit, or vegetables, are causing the problem. Carbs are rapidly digested and quickly converted to blood glucose. A carb-rich meal rapidly raises the insulin level in your blood, and excess insulin is responsible for body fat storage. The excess insulin remains in your bloodstream, which causes the glucose in your blood to fall below normal. Then you feel hungry again. So you take more snacks of carbs and the process is repeated. You keep eating carbs but don't reach satiety level. Steadily you gain weight. This vicious cycle of weight gain combined with hunger continues as it destroys your metabolism. And you are not to blame. The food plan endorsed by the government allows for taking in many snacks of high-carb meals in a day. And that is the problem. Going through these remarkable materials, I learned about several common health and wellness myths that are causing the obesity epidemic. Virtually everyone has been tricked and fooled into believing these approaches. But these are severely poisoning their health while sending their metabolism into a horrific state of shock. The first myth has to do with our diets. Myth 1. Carbohydrates are good for health. Excess carbs actually aid in increased insulin level that stores more fat. The worst carbs are those that contain fructose. When fructose is metabolized, the majority turns into fat. It turns on the fat switch in your body. Also, the high insulin level means even more storage of fat. All these leads to weight gain and all the wrong things you can imagine, like abdominal obesity, decreased HDL, increased LDL, elevated triglycerides, high blood pressure, and elevated blood sugar. And that's not all. Fructose further tricks your body into gaining weight by turning off your body's appetite control system. Excess fructose makes you feel hungry all the time, even though you've eaten. As a result, you overeat and develop insulin resistance, which is an underlying factor of type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and a long list of other chronic diseases. Myth 2. Fat is harmful to health. For over 40 years, we have been bullied into thinking that fat is extremely harmful. Saturated fat has been lashed at, causing nothing but obesity and clogged arteries. Cancer, heart disease, diabetes, you name it, has been linked with excess fat consumption. Based on a flawed study that correlated heart disease with saturated fat intake, the governments published a low-fat, high-carb food plan for the country in 1977. The resulting food pyramid recommended up to 11 servings of rice and pasta per day with minimal fat. The result? In the past 30 years in the United States, the amount of calories from consumed fat has fallen from 40% to 30%, while obesity has doubled and heart disease has remained the country's #1 killer. Long story short, if you keep on eating more carbohydrates, no matter how hard you beat the pavement by exercising, sitting in hot saunas trying to sweat the fat off, going on restricting diets, fasting, or even drinking loads of water, you will not lose a pound of fat. You might be wondering, where is the scientific proof? Do you know which of the European countries have the lowest risk of heart disease? The countries that eat more saturated fat. Countries like France, Italy, Switzerland, Finland, and Ireland. Have you ever heard of the term French paradox? It is used to describe the paradoxical fact that French people have a low risk of heart disease despite eating diets of high saturated fat. Startling fact, right? Here is more. Do you know when obesity epidemic started in the USA? From the exact period when the low-fat dietary guidelines were published in 1977. The latest studies revealed that most people in Western cultures live highly stressful lives. Due to anxiety attacks, divorces, depressed about weight, money issues, etc. This stresses produce harmful stuffs like cortisol in your system. But it gets even worse. Most people have no energy, feel sluggish and tired all the time because they eat the wrong foods like carbs and fructose, which knocks the natural fat-burning cycle out of balance. This sucks even more energy out of the people so much that they can hardly perform even 10 minutes of workouts in the gym. The more I went through these studies, the more sense it made to me. It explained why Darren kept gaining weight no matter what he tried. The problem was, he was taking in too much carbs and very little fat, and it was killing him without him even knowing it. I realized that the real solution was to reduce the intake of carbs and taking in sufficient levels of fat. After all, that's the diet Darren followed that eventually melted away chunks of fat off of his body. And this type of diet consists of highly saturated fats are consumed by the people of some of the healthiest countries in the world, such as Ireland, France, Italy, Norway, Switzerland, and so on. But the most amazing thing is, the latest studies have shown that for the past 10 years, these countries had among the lowest obesity, heart disease, and cancer rates in the world. They also live longer and look younger. You might be wondering, what sort of effect will this diet have on your body? The successful people who have followed this approach started to experience the following positive effects on their health in a matter of weeks. They slowly started to lose fat with zero exercise, while feeling a rich stream of energy in their body. They started to sleep better with little or no sleep apnea, vomiting in sleep or urination at night. Many people who had diabetes, high blood pressure, heartburn, and GERD saw their situations improve and eventually reversed. They felt more and more energetic and mentally focused. The dizzy spells stopped. The tiredness and crankiness disappeared. Inflammation, bad cholesterol level, and hypertension gradually lowered. They were able to eat tasty food to fulfillment, but still their overall fat, including back fat, neck fat, and man boobs, started to melt away. Women who had experienced sudden gain in weight due to hormonal imbalance and menopause were able to regain their shape quickly. A general feel of amazingly good health started to prevail. Encouraged by these positive results experienced by people who followed this method successfully to reduce their body fat, I went to work. I wanted to spread this knowledge to as many people as possible. So I started to compile this information. I consolidated everything I learned and turned it into a fully organized and simple to follow total wellness guide. I made a list of foods that people used to take in small proportions but needed to consume more to burn off excess body fat, and a list containing all the supposed health foods that are secretly destroying your health and keeping you fat. Plus, the food plan with recommended daily servings for each of these, and the tasty and fat-melting smoothies you need in your body. Plus, I have added the exact steps to boost your metabolism several gears within the next 72 hours, which is sure to piss off everyone from Big Agriculture, Weight Watchers, and Jenny Craig folks. But this is essential to your long-term health. But of course, I didn't stop there. Beyond just listing out the good and bad foods, I also created a 21-day Kickstart meal plan, a specific schedule containing the foods and drinks you should consume on a regular basis, with recipes so tasty and mouth-watering that you won't believe you're on a weight loss plan. Everything is presented in a simple step-by-step fashion. It is easy to understand, and you can logically deduce all the science behind what we are doing. I also mentioned several home tests that you can perform to personally monitor your health and the current state of your metabolism without having to pay a single visit to your doctor's office or your insurance companies, using just a few tools from your local pharmacy that cost you less than $50. I have nicknamed this system the Fat Loss Protocol, and many people have already benefited from this method. People like Ricky from Spokane, Washington, lost 17 pounds in just 2 weeks. Peter from Transylvania, Romania, lost 33 pounds in 7 weeks and reversed diabetes. Tomine R. from Charleston, West Virginia, who became a mother at the age of 21, lost 27 pounds in her first month. It is important to understand, however, that this isn't about a quick fix. Yes, you will lose weight and rejuvenate your body rapidly. But with the Fat Loss Protocol, you can certainly keep off the ugly fat for good if you stick to the lifestyle changes the system recommends. That's why this method is so unique and special. It's not a blasting approach to your health. We simply give you the tools and knowledge you need to achieve your optimal level of health. The Fat Loss Protocol shows you the why and how and lets you approach your health in the way that works the best for you. That's why we gave you those tests, so that you can monitor your metabolic rate and internal health on your own, and make adjustments as you see fit. You will be given a meal plan and recipes which come complete with more than 40 tasty, delicious, and easy-to-prepare recipes for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Also, there is a shopping list which will remove all of your hard work and allow you to include all of these ingredients in every single meal, so you can reach your ideal weight even faster. Also, as a special bonus, I have added the erotic sex secrets that will rejuvenate your body. There is no strict dieting, junk-filled supplements, or other harsh rules that you have to follow. There is no point system or massive list of restricted foods. There is no starving system, monthly subscription, or pre-packages frozen meals to buy. There is no need to cut out entire food groups or search out bizarre foods only found on the other side of the world. And there is certainly no extreme exercise plan, because over-exercising will deplete your energy level. You can find out how weight is lost in the kitchen and not in the gym at page 54 of the Fat Loss Protocol Guide. However, if you just want to kill your love handle and protruding belly fat, you can find exactly what you need to do in page 62 to significantly reduce dress sizes and pant sizes in the next 2 weeks. But even if you are not interested to lose any weight but want to feel healthier and more energetic, go to page 67 and do exactly what it says to detox your body from harmful toxins and free radicals that are sucking up all your energy, aging you, and even putting you at the risk of cancer and heart disease. Plus, on page 79, I have added a secret method to spice up your sex life like never before. The Fat Loss Protocol will tell you exactly what you need to do to accomplish these and much more. So, given everything else, it should be pretty clear that there is nothing else like the Fat Loss Protocol system on the earth. Imagine looking at the mirror in just a few weeks from now and seeing a slimmer, leaner, and happier person staring back at you. Imagine how much confidence you'll have when you finally get that flat stomach you've always wanted, lean and trim thighs, or a more toned and shapely butt. Imagine the look on people's faces, or maybe even your ex, when they see just how incredible you look. And imagine being able to dramatically reduce your risk of succumbing to deadly health conditions brought about by being overweight, like heart disease, stroke, diabetes, hypertension, high cholesterol, and much more, dramatically increasing your life expectancy. The Fat Loss Protocol is a fully loaded treasure chest that's filled with the tools you need to not only lose weight and regain your physique, but completely turn around your entire health. Of course, that is not to say that there are no other options out there, but think about those for a second. You could continue to try every new joint-busting DVD program or fad diet that hits the market, but the simple fact is none of them work. If those systems really worked, then why would the CDC report a rate of obesity of 35% in 3 states of Arkansas, West Virginia, and Mississippi alone? Why is the obesity rate in every state of the USA more than 20% as of September 2015? Why is obesity increasingly alarmingly each year? Why does 1 American die in every 40 seconds from heart diseases? These unfortunate people just didn't know what you will know after using this system. You can try workouts like Zumba, Insanity, P90X, and hurt your joints. Or follow the diet fads by eating small portion-sized foods in those crazy color containers like the 21-day fix. Or use the ridiculous point system of the Weight Watchers, which throws your body into survival mode, where it will start clinging onto the few bits of nutrients that do enter your body and store them as fat to be used at a future date. Or you will keep eating more salad and drinking more water, without realizing that doing this will deprive your body of some essential nutrients and wrecking your metabolism and gaining more weight faster. You could spend $200 per month on tiny, frozen, and tasteless meals from Nutrisystem. But these programs depend on you continuing to order their products month after month, year after year, which means $2,400 spent per year on incomplete, unhealthy nutrition. Or, not to forget, the weight loss pills that trick your body into thinking it's not hungry. Pumping your heart rate to nuts is a really good idea, right? Of course not, and you already know that. Have you ever took a second to read the side effects after buying these pills? Let me tell you what you don't hear. You don't hear the body-harming side effects of these pills such as cancer, epilepsy, depression, dizziness, constipation, headache, nausea, increased blood pressure, insomnia, oily spotting, just to name a few. Finally, you could have your doctor keep prescribing more and more medications for your cholesterol, blood pressure, and your metabolism, but you will soon find yourself on a vicious cycle of adding medication after medication. And then there is the Fat Loss Protocol. You aren't subject to strict rules, you don't starve yourself, you don't take pills or medications, you don't become a gym rat. You simply follow this simple biological nutrition-based formula. Minimize the intake of ever harmful carbs down to minimal. Add more tasty stuff into your diet that you always wanted. Add many other foods like butter, cheese, dairy, and other saturated fats that your body needs to produce the essential energy-producing ketones. And reap the immediate weight loss, optimal health, energy, and physique for decades to come. And you will join the Facebook group and be encouraged every day with the success stories of other members. And considering that this program has already been validated by the scientific community, top physicians around the world, it should be pretty clear why we first thought about charging as much as $347 for access to it. And just think about how much money you will be saving on things like diet programs, gym memberships, health insurance premiums, and future medical bills when you know exactly what it takes to lose. And after all, according to a recent study published in the Journal of Health Economics, obese men rack up an additional $1,152 a year in medical spending, especially for hospitalizations and prescription drugs, while obese women spend an extra $3,613 a year. That's a hell of a lot of money to be spending every year. Yet, once you access the easy-to-follow the Fat Loss Protocol system, the tasty diet regimes and recipes, the strategy to reduce intake of harmful carbs, using fat the right way, the metabolism-boosting and ab-flattening tips, powerful body detox and anti-aging smoothies and shakes, the foods that you should avoid at all cost, the tracking system to measure progress, all of which are completely flexible and scalable to your specific needs. You will enjoy long-lasting health, lose as many pounds as you desire, and that is not mentioning the things money can't buy, such as being there to see your children, grandchildren, and adorable faces for decades to come. Enjoying your golden years, taking incredible vacations, pursuing all of your hobbies. While doing all of it, you will look and feel younger than ever before. In fact, people will think you are lying when you share your age with them, all because you know the truth. Yes, I would think that $347 for the fat loss protocol is a steal, and many people have written me saying we should be charging a lot more. It is much less than what you'd pay for 4 training sessions with your personal trainer, but you know that. This isn't about money. The fat loss protocol saved Darren's life and changed my way of seeing life. And that's why I want to help the many millions of Americans and people all around the world who are struggling to lose weight and don't know why. So, for that reason, you don't have to pay anywhere close to $347 to get your hands on the fat loss protocol system today. In fact, I'm not even going to ask you for $247 or $147 or even $100, which is less than the cost of 2 weeks on Nutrisystems or a P90X or a Beachbody bundle. Instead, when you say yes to the Fat Loss Protocol program today, you will make the commitment to save your own life while regaining the physique and vitality you haven't experienced in 10, 20, or even 30 years. You'll simply be asked to help me cover the administrative, website maintenance, and distribution costs by investing a meager $53.95 in your health and wellness. Now, I'm sure you agree that this offer is of undeniable value, and you're probably ready to get started right now. However, before you do, as a special thank you for watching this limited time presentation, I'm going to go and do you one even better. Today, you are not even going to pay the massively discounted price of $53.95. You're going to get immediate access to everything for a one-time single secure investment of only $37. If you make that decision today, you'll be given a simple, easy-to-follow, and scientifically backed way to rapidly lose weight while turning back the clock. Act now and click the Add to Cart button below. As soon as you hit that button, you'll be taken to our secured checkout page that looks like this. And once you have entered your information, you will gain instant access to the entire Fat Loss Protocol program. You'll be able to view the food lists, the guide, the 21-day fast start plan, delicious meal plan, the healthy carbs, fruits, and veggies you should avoid. Plus, if you order today, I will also add in the super nutrient that will boost your sex life and stamina as if you're in your 20s starting tonight. And you will get everything right from your computer, tablet, or smartphone, without waiting weeks for things to arrive in the mail. You can download all the materials or even print out as many copies as you'd like, and begin the program 2 minutes from now. The total solution to your health and wellness is just 30 seconds away, and all it takes is a click of a button. So, go ahead and make your move now. Click the button below. But that's not all. You see, I understand that you may be a little hesitant right now, hence I am putting all the risks off of you. Your little $37 investment today is covered by a 100% 60-day money-back guarantee, no questions asked. I realize that telling you that you should be eating less fruits and vegetables, going to the gym less, while adding more fat to your diet sounds pretty damn crazy. However, the real-life stories of people who were able to lose their body fat successfully, and the scientific studies validating the effectiveness of this method, speaks for itself. Darren and I know that this can be the single most important decision you will ever make in your life, and we could never live with ourselves if we didn't do everything within our power to get it in your hands. This is why all we ask is that you say maybe to the Fat Loss Protocol right now. By pushing the Add to Cart button you see below this video, then get the instant access to the guide, the lists, the quick start plan, everything. Start following it. Find out what foods you need to take out of your diet, which ones you need to add. Find out what you need to eat to generate ketones in your body to boost your fat burning immediately, and get the simple home test to monitor your health and experience the transformation yourself. Take a full 2 months to try this out for yourself, and if for any reason you are not satisfied or you see the scale going in the wrong direction and your health not rapidly restored, simply send an email to the email address I give you on the download page, and I will immediately refund you the amount you invested, no questions asked. That is the level of confidence I have in this system, and all I ask is you give it an honest 60-day go. We are taking all the risks here, and you're reaping all of the benefits, and that's fine. This is about reclaiming your life, and if on the extremely low chance you're not happy, we don't want you to pay a single dime. The choice should be an easy one, but we can't guarantee how long this website will remain up. So get started now by clicking the Add to Cart button below. If you're ready to stop fasting, stop calorie counting, stop wasting your life at the gym, stop being a slave to your medications, you must act now by clicking the Add to Cart button now. This presentation is about to end. There are only a few seconds left to make this 100% risk-free decision, and ultimately, whether or not you want to reclaim decades of perfect health is left to your choice. You could just let this video end and then click away without trying the fat loss protocol for yourself. That's fine, and it's certainly your right. But if you make that decision, what's going to change? Are you going to try another butt-busting workout program or another crappy diet that doesn't work? Are you going to keep exhausting yourself, wasting money at the gym without the results you want? Waking up feeling tired, sluggish every morning, with body aches, and dealing with that pounding migraine you can't get rid of? How would you lose the weight you need to? Will you decide to do nothing at all and let your health remain a ticking time bomb? Something that will blow up in your face, just like what happened to Darren. None of these options are real solutions, and you already know that. This is why you need to click the Add to Cart button below, and try the Fat Loss Protocol program for yourself right now, 100% risk-free. Get the instant access to the guide, the food lists, the quick start plan, everything. Start following it. Find out what foods you need to take out of your diet, which ones you need to add. Find out what you need to eat to generate ketones in your body to boost your fat burning immediately, and get the simple home test to monitor your health, and experience the transformation yourself. See how easy it is to burn away the fat that's been clinging to your body for years, to turn your metabolism into a raging jet engine. The choice is yours, but you already know what you need to do. So make your decision now, to your long, healthy, and beautiful life. Tristan. Still here? That's okay. I know we have covered a lot of stuff in this presentation, and you may have some questions about what you saw. I will now answer some of the most common questions people ask me about the fat loss protocol. Question: who will this program work for? Answer: the fat loss protocol can help anyone at any age to lose weight and turn back the clock. There is no dangerous medication or food deprivation here. Instead, it's just about adding more of the foods you love, and less of the foods you'd rather not be eating anyways, and doing all of these in an intelligent manner. Question: I keep reverting back to my old obese self, even after trying diet and gym. How can this program help me? Answer: you get in shape after working out for a few months, but revert back to old self because you are not conditioned mentally. Physical fitness is a small part of the battle. All fitness is 80% mental. Gyms and trainers give the temporary fix to the physical aspect, but never address the mental issue. The fat loss protocol includes secret mindset strategies to make your journey so much easier. Question: what results can I expect in the first week? Answer: every day you will notice the fat burning process speeding up even while you rest at night. Not everyone's result is the same, but after the first week, most people experience one or more of the following: more energy, 4 to 5 pounds lighter, joint relief, positive gesture, better sleep, motivation, and happiness. Question: how can eating more fat, less carbs, and eating until satiety without supplements benefit me? Answer: well, like I mentioned before, carbs and some other foods most believe are healthy actually guides the metabolism in the wrong direction, so as to store more fat in the body. Eating more fat, moderate protein, and fewer carbs will supply your body with enough nutrients and enzymes to eliminate fat and detox your body. Question: what happens after I click Add to Cart? Answer: once you have clicked the Add to Cart button that's right below this video, you will be taken to the secure checkout page. Just enter your information and you'll then be given instant access to the entire fat loss protocol program. You can view all the materials, the list, and the guides right on your computer, tablet, or smartphone. You could also download everything and print out as many copies as you would like. Question: can you tell me about that guarantee again? Answer: sure. Because this method saved Darren's life and I truly believe it can give you back decades of healthy living as well. I want to make it as easy as possible for everyone to get their hands on it. And that means removing all of the risk so that it's a no-brainer decision for you. Once you click that Add to Cart button, you will get a full 60 days to try the program out of yourself. And if you are not satisfied for any reason whatsoever, you simply send me an email and I will refund the entire investment today with no questions asked. Question: okay, I am indeed ready to change my life. What's the next step? Answer: simply click the Add to Cart button below now. Get the entire program and be protected by the 60-day 100% money-back guarantee. You have absolutely nothing to lose, but your entire life to regain.